Hi, this is Pastor Fry, Pastor Heritage Church of God in Maumee, the greater Toledo area. I want to talk to the church today just for a moment because we've had some changes and some hard decisions that we've had to make. And that's to deal with COVID. COVID is in its third phase right now. According to the doctors, it is stronger, it is mutated, it's more deadly than the first two. People are getting it at a double rate. You say, well, Pastor, there's more testing going on. According to the governor last night on TV, there's twice as many people getting COVID as they are doing testing. So it isn't that they're testing more. It's that there's twice as many people getting it. The hospitals are filling up. The governor said that it isn't lack of machines now, it's a lack of personnel because so many of the frontliners are coming down with COVID. And I know of several, I've talked with nurses and doctors, and all of them are saying how bad this round is. We have 8 people being tested right now with COVID in Heritage Church. Clint Guy, pray for him. He tested positive, he's sick, he needs our prayer. We have others. Mary was tested yesterday, our church secretary, and we will know Friday or Saturday about her test, whether it comes back positive or negative. Anyway, we need to take precaution. When it snows, I've got a call whether we have church or not. That's been one of the hardest calls I've had to make in 35 years, is whether to cancel church or not. It was another hard call last April when we had to shut down the church and lock the building up and all the ministries. Then we had to find ways that we could minister. And when we came back, we started up with 3 services, and we had the gym set up for an overflow so people could keep their distance. We cut that back because we had over half of our people that did not come back. And we understand that. I definitely understand it. I wanted to be back this Sunday, and I will not be back this Sunday. I can't take a chance on getting it. I just can't. I was asked, do you think you would survive if you got it? And that I don't know. I know I get tired walking around the block. I know after being up for 3 hours, I feel like I need to take a nap. Getting my strength back is difficult, so I don't know. And with what we have going on in the church right now, with the 8 people being tested and some of our key people testing positive, I've made a decision. I ask for your backing. One is, we're not going to have the 9 o'clock service. We're not going to have the 10 o'clock Bible studies. We will have the 11 o'clock service. We ask those of you who come to the 11 o'clock service to wear your mask and wear it all the time and wear it up over your nose, even during the singing. We ask you to sit with your families, those who you live with only, at church. We don't know who has been around who and where. And Terry and I have already had a friend that died with COVID, a friend that Terry knew from the time she was a little girl growing up and went with her all through school. A friend that encouraged me to take Heritage Church when it came open. Friends that hung out at our house every weekend. She died, 61 years old. I don't want another funeral. I don't want to open the door for Heritage to be hurt. Some people, when we have a tornado warning in Northwest Ohio, they don't do anything. I do. I run a couple buckets of water. I make sure I know where my flashlights are at. I make sure that things are buckled down. And when the warning comes, I go to the basement. Because the Bible teaches that we're to heed the warnings. That a wise man will do that. So the warning is coming out from the doctors and from the numbers is that COVID is worse than it was. It's mutated, it's more deadly than it was, and there's more people getting it than what we're getting it. I called Michael Long. told him not to come to church or his family this Sunday. He's having surgery next Thursday. Keep him in prayer. We don't want him, after he goes through surgery, coming down with COVID that he got at church. We just don't want that. I also had him shut down the worship teams, even those on the guitars and piano and the drums. And Josh Neese, bless his heart, he's going to be leading Sunday with his guitar. We're going to ask those of you who are vulnerable, those of you who are uncomfortable, those of you who maybe needed to be tested, those of you who are can just watch us on YouTube, watch us on Facebook. Don't feel like you're shorting God because you're not in church. You're in church, you're part of us. We're going to ask you to continue to support the church. We need that. Matter of fact, our offerings have taken about $1,000 a week hit. Thank the Lord, we're a church. We've been able to cut back on some things. We've been able to meet our budget. We've been able to pay our bills because those who are online and those who are coming give. They believe in what we're doing. We ask you to do more if you can. We ask you to do more because we don't know where this is going yet. The vaccine, they say, is right around the corner. But if the vaccine comes out, how many people will take it? I don't know. I'm not sure whether I would or not. I've got to think about it and pray about it and study about it before I make that decision. So going forward, there will be no Bible classes. There will be no 9 o'clock service. And if the other shoe drops, we will cancel our Sunday morning services altogether. We will do our best to let everyone know. It could be this Sunday. But if we don't let you know, we will have a note on the door. So if you drive through and don't see hardly any cars, you may want to look on the door for a note. But don't be upset. Don't think we're an enemy or we've taken the opposite side or we're doing this politically. This call is one of the hardest calls that I've had to make. But I've got to make it. I want you to be blessed. I want the church service to go on as long as we can. But if it is not safe, it's like a tornado. If they track it coming towards our building, we're going to go to a safe place. We're going to heed the warning signs. Right now, we're in the eye of the tornado. I pray that it turns. But if it doesn't, right now we are taking the precautions we need to take in order to make that final decision if it decides to hit Heritage like it has a lot of other churches. So God bless you. I pray you stand with me. I've never lied to you. I've never tried to lead you down a wrong path. And trust me, this has all to do with our people at Heritage Church. We love you. You're the best of the best. Thanks. God bless you, Pastor Fry.